And now I want you to hear from Attorney Thomas Renz, Truth for Health Foundation legal counsel, and one of the most tireless warriors for medical freedom in our country today, leading the fight to expose the hospital abuses and the collusion by hospital administrators to prevent effective treatment and prevent patient rights from being implemented in their hospitals. Thank you, Tom Renz. We are grateful for your fighting for all of us on the legal front. What's the update on the legal issues that you are currently working on and the data that you can share with our listeners today?
Yeah, so there's a lot happening, Lee. We've got some real powerful whistleblower information that continues to come to us. We have some true heroes that are putting this information out, and these are people who are selfless. They're putting themselves at risk. They're putting themselves at risk to get this information out. These hospitals are murdering people, and they're doing so with knowledge. They are aware that what they have doesn't work. They're aware of what they're doing, and we have got to hold them accountable. They're hiding behind NIH protocols, and they're going to try and suggest that there's no malpractice because everybody's doing it. But guess what? Malpractice and any defense for malpractice does not cover intentional torts, and that's where we are. Let me share some information with you all. I have this on remdesivir. What we're seeing from remdesivir is a 25.7% death rate, a 29.8% kidney failure or sepsis rate. This is a mind-blowingly high number, especially when they're trying to attack ivermectin, where you see basically no side effects. Hydroxychloroquine, basically no side effects. These things are so much safer, but yet we continue to put remdesivir in. We see intentional torts being committed, batteries, and wrongful deaths, amongst others. And they're being committed under the guise of treatment, but people are saying, don't give me remdesivir, and they're doing it anyways. That is a battery, okay? That is absolutely a battery under about any law that I can think of. If I say don't touch me and you touch me, I say don't punch me and you punch me, these are things you just can't do, so we have absolute, there's no question. If I say to you, don't touch me, don't put me on this treatment, I have that right. The hospital doesn't have the right to force you into something you don't want. And with death rates as high as 25.7%, we've got to take a stand. Now, let me give you the most shocking statistic I have seen probably since this has started. We all know you get to the hospital, the first thing they ask you, are you willing to be vented? Because they want to vent you. They want you vented immediately. They are pushing these vents, and these numbers are straight from Texas, right? In Texas, we are seeing for people who are vented between for 96 consecutive hours. I want you to hear me. 96 consecutive hours vented. 84.8% of them are dying. 84.8%. What can I say about that? It's a death sentence.
That is staggering. It is a death sentence. And the thing I want our listeners to understand, when you use the term vented, that means going on a mechanical ventilator. I want everyone to understand, when we talk medically and legally about being vented, that is a mechanical ventilator. And Attorney Renz has just said 84.9% death rate for those on a ventilator in the state of Texas, which has normally very outstanding medical care.
Yes. So if you're on that for more than 96 consecutive hours, our statistics are showing over 84% death rate in the Medicare population. This is staggering. There is no question these vents are not safe, and they're the wrong treatment under almost any circumstances. And you have to understand, the hospitals know this. There is no way that you can have 85% of your patients dying and not notice. I don't care what they're doing. They clearly know this. A vent is a death sentence, and you need to say no to the vents, and you need to fight these hospitals. And we, with Truth for Health, are working on a number of suits that we're going to develop, and we're going to hold these guys accountable for killing your loved ones. There is no question. It's not an accident when 8.5 out of 10 people that you put on a vent die. You can't say you didn't notice. I mean, there's no way that the hospitals can say we didn't notice. So this vent, this needs to go. The treatment protocols are all wrong. We know it. It's clear. When you combine the vent with remdesivir and all these other treatments, it's a death sentence. And, you know, I really appreciate all that you're doing, Lee, in supporting this. We're going to develop these cases. We can't wait. Anybody that wants to come on board and help us with these cases, we're looking for more attorneys. You can go to Truth for Health. You can also go to renz-law.com. And, you know, just let us know that you're willing to help develop and fight these, and especially people who have experience in these sorts of cases. And we're ready to go. We're going to hold these guys accountable. And doctors in these hospitals, this is a message to you. If you are a doctor, if you are practicing in the hospital, and if you are a part of this, we're going to hold you accountable. You are murdering people. It's going to happen. May not be tomorrow, but it will happen. You know it. 85% is too high to miss.
Thank you, Attorney Renz. And I hope all of our listeners go to truthforhealth.org. We have a fact sheet, steps to take before hospitalization. You can give directives, advanced directives, not to give you remdesivir, not to put you on a ventilator, and you can hold the hospital accountable to that. Get an attorney engaged before you send a loved one to the hospital. It is becoming critical that you have all of your steps in place to advocate for your loved one's safety and survival. Thank you, Attorney Renz, for being with us today and for your incredible courage and tireless work on behalf of all Americans, and in fact, those around the world who are looking to America for leadership. Thank you for being with us today.
It's an honor.